Well, now, I wasn't expecting that. Apparently, there's a lot of people interested in this jet ski fishing thing. Well, to be honest, I knew that. And what I wanted to go over is what I thought about in depth, a little bit more about what jet ski fishing brings to the uh, table when it comes to fishing or the sport of fishing in general. Now, the Fish Pro is a good entry into the fishing league, I guess, from what I gathered from all of the comments. And what I want to go over is what I think would be even better with this, but also morphing my opinion on how this works a little bit more. Now, I am biased toward boats, and I am biased toward setups with more room. But when you don't have the room to store something like this, and you don't have or something like a boat, and you don't have the maneuverability, let's say you have a car to tow something, you're better off with a jet ski in general. And especially if you only have one passenger. Two, I can see it being a little more difficult. But what are the positives now with a jet ski to fish with? Well, let's say you have more maneuverability, you're faster, definitely. And a lot of people are telling me you can get in shallower water with a boat. I still don't believe that to be true. However, I can see the personability of you alone being out there, being a little bit more maneuverable on it. Trolling, I guess, could be really good on them too. But this ski is apparently going to tap into a market that I believe hasn't been tapped into by stock anymore. Now, I could see where people going out to order one of these based off of what I see. However, let's go into the setups that I think are a little more impressive than the one we're looking at now. So this is a Sea-Doo Fish Pro. The way it comes out, it has the fish finder, it has the bait bucket in the back. It also has two rod holders and a bigger deck in the rear, which the stock jet skis that I've seen have not. They don't have the big rear platform in the back, which I could see being really nice. Also, what I think is it's not quite wide enough. Now, if we go into more setups, look at this ski, for instance. This is a very large ski. It's a Yamaha, and it's set up to be a little more robust in the fishing department. Now, it's got an actual aerator on the rear of the bait bucket. It also has more rod holders, and it's a bit larger of a ski. But it's still, to me, it seems like it's missing a couple things. The fish finder on here isn't prevalent. It could be there, and there's a couple other things that could be missing too, like the larger rear platform as we spoke about before. But some setups like this one I'm highly impressed with. Look at the rod holders. They are everywhere. There's also a GPS and a stereo and also chart plotters and possibly nav lights and more stuff up front that could really make you more visible at night. Also, it improves your fishing ability because you have more storage. Your bait box is bigger, and there's a lot more to it here. Again, the wide, it being not so wide and no big platform on the rear can kind of hurt it, but I can see where this could be useful. But anyways, so something like this. Look at the nav light up at the top rear up here. That signifies right now that you can fish beyond what you're supposed to be doing on a jet ski. In the United States of America, in my state, Connecticut, you are not allowed to be out on a jet ski after sundown. Now, that is by law. So when is the best time to fish? Well, it depends. For me, I like to get up early in the morning before the sun rises and go out there. Can you do that with a jet ski? No. Hopefully that this can kind of morph into the area where you could do that. Could you stay out past dusk? No, you can't do that on a jet ski in my state. Again, it's something that I hope they morph and they can allow these out there. This being the two biggest caveats, if this solves that issue, then we're ready to rock and roll. We can go out there on a jet ski at night. I do see it being a safety concern, being not as stable as a boat, but again, it's got the ability to become that way if these are set up specifically for that. Now, this one is decked out, as you can see. I would love to see something like this on the Fish Pro. I would also like to see something like pontoons on the side too. Here's a couple more examples of a decked out boat or a jet ski. But pontoons on the side like this to a jet ski, I think is going to be incredibly effective with jet ski fishing itself. Um, it might make me a little more, I would say excited to go out there if there was some form of trolling motor available for these two. I don't want to turn on my jet ski in very shallow water and troll around. I would like a trolling motor on the front. If I haven't seen any pictures of that, but you know, hopefully being a new, relatively new sport of jet ski fishing, it can increase that uh, marketability by adding more items to there. Now, these decked out jet skis that I've shown before, these things actually look really cool. Number one, it also has the functionality for more poles than just two, like on the Fish Pro. So, does it have a potentiality of hitting a larger market than I imagined? Yeah, after looking at it for a little bit and reading some comments and seeing what people thought, I think the biggest positive of this is actually the fish finder up top and also the larger platform in the rear. Once they morph this, like Sea-Doo did with the Spark, into the tricks, they're going to find their niche a little bit more. If they add pontoons to this, more stabilizers, night fishing abilities, and also something like those towers. That would be amazing. Or add-ons later on. Sea-Doo tends to do this where they put add-ons like the speed ties into place, and they also end up putting in covers and whatnot. There should be more add-ons as we see from Sea-Doo. What they love to do is nickel and dime and add more products based off of what people are requesting. So Sea-Doo loves to listen to their audience. And I actually went down to a boat show and I took a look at a few things and I was like, yeah, okay, this is all right in person. It's actually gathering more of a crowd than I thought it was going to. And, I can't wait to see what they come out with. Hopefully something for the older crowd. You never know. That could, be a possibility. Go out there, grandma, bring her out there on fish. Why not? But yeah, realistically, guys, there is a couple people who are really involved in this jet ski fishing thing, where they have literally channels dedicated to it, and I didn't realize the kind of potentiality of this. And this particular individual has jet ski fishing as his main priority, and being sponsored by Lawrence, he shows like what's potential or what's possible within this. Again, it's something that I'm definitely intrigued by, and I'm not a person to deny something based off of what I see. However, I could see in time that this might actually become something a little more prevalent with more refining. Now, convince me again in the comments what I'm missing. If there are products out there that'll improve the fishing experience. Like I said before, Hobie has that aerator, and the aerator to me seems like it's something that needs to be on these skis for either bait or live well, whether it be fish caught that you want to weigh and measure later on and throw back, or something to keep that you want to keep fresh too. But anyways, yeah, I love those comments. Like to be proven incorrectly. And was I wrong about jet ski fishing? I don't know yet. Be honest with you, I would love to go out there and try it a little more in depth. I myself went out there. Let's go back to the Fish Pro. I myself went out there with two rod holders on the back of my Polaris, and I thought it was fun, but I felt like I was missing so much based off of the boat. Uh, I think I got to find the right area, and I think I got to really dial down into what you guys say I would need going out there. So yeah, I would like to hear some comments about what you went out there with and felt the most integral part of jet ski fishing in general that I would be missing. But anyways, I love fishing, and it's just one of those other things that I enjoy doing. And as I get older, I find it more important for me to go out fishing than go and kill myself with those sparks. But I love them. Anyways, yeah, comments below. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.